Well, hello. Greetings tonight. So, my first boyfriend who I ever entertained at the Bush Airport, and I never ever thought I would fall in love with a dude who lives in some apartments on the inside of his apartment, very small, and he didn't have no furniture, and he slept on two air mattresses. To this day, when I speak with him, he always be trying to reminisce, and he wants to get back together with me, and he just want to do things like link up with me in the middle of the night, trying to get back that old thing that we used to have when we were together. And I keep telling him, you want things to be the way that it used to be between us, but it ain't gonna never be the way that it used to be. Because that apartment that he was living in when he and I were both working at the Bush Airport, I just used to make a ass out of myself. I used to do so many foolish things. I risked my job one time in the midst of dating this dude. All because all I wanted to do was spend time with him and be with him. And I'd have to say I almost got fired one day because as soon as I left my house and I got on the metro bus and I rode the bus, I was supposed to get off the second bus and go straight to the airport where I was working at the time. But me being in love with this dude as much as I was at the time, I was just so dumb and stupid. I rode the bus to his house. And I can remember this shit as just like it was yesterday. It was freezing cold outside. It was like January. So, I went to his house and I spent um about 3 hours at his house. So the whole time I'm at his house, when I know I was supposed to came to work at 2 o'clock, and I didn't. I went to his house, chilled with him half a day. This was his off day, so he didn't have to go to work. But I actually was supposed to report to work. But me with my dumb, stupid ass, at the time, I sat up there and spent, let me see, I arrived at his house at 1:30. I'm supposed to have been at work for 2 o'clock. I didn't arrive to work until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Um, as soon as I got to work, after I hung out with him, half a day. I I was just so stupid and dumb back in these days over a dude. I really was. And I was just in love. I arrived at work at 4 o'clock in the noonish. My boss says to me when I'm clocking in, "Where have you been? You're supposed to have been here. I had to send someone else to cover your shift. Now you have to go and be outside cleaning the bathrooms the potter potties that be outside at the airport." So I had to do that, and I had to walk around wiping down tables and shit. Um, hmm, that was a disaster because my boss was straight up with me. He said, "I have a good mind to fire you, but he's like, you're a good worker, and I don't never experience any back talk from you. You don't give me any problems, but it was very important for you to make it to work on time today, and I'm disappointed in you. So, but I'm gonna say a month after that, me and him, the guy who spent most of his time in his apartment chilling on his two mattresses, his two, let me rephrase that, chilling on his two air mattresses, because he ain't have no furniture. Now everybody got to start somewhere when they first get their apartment, because he had just got that apartment. Before he got that apartment, he and I had been courting each other for 2 months. I started coming to his house. Sometimes he would pick me up and drive me to his house, and sometimes he would sometimes I would have to ride the bus because it wasn't a lot of times that he could use his uncle's car to come and get me. But I was truly in love with this person, and I spent so many days chilling with him in his 1 bedroom apartment with the two air mattresses.